everyone, this is a brief state of affairs of our land and property on December 17, 2021. This is looking northeast over the valley. I'm standing at one end of the property and the whole thing goes here down where the big trees are, hundreds of meters down there, and into the forest. Here at the back you can see the car, the caravans and building materials, but it also goes up here to the end of those tall trees. I want to show you around a little bit where we're at. I'm going to swing back to this end. This is the driving entrance, kind of like a turning circle. And you see two pegs here. This is one, this is the other. Our property begins here. In between the two is a 10-meter buffer zone. This is where I'm going to set the container frame tomorrow. Actually, I'm picking up tomorrow to build it so it's not in the way when we get it landscaped, when we get the land landscaped. This is actually sloping downhill here. And we're going to walk in across this little swale here, the entrance. By the way, this area here I'm envisioning as a parking lot, so we don't have to drive into where the buildings are later and can just make it a nice big garden. Here to the left you can see some cat's tails and similar plants. This is a very wet and sunken area. My idea is to make this a dam so we have water. There is water running through here. It's just all overgrown, we can't see it. Comes from up there. The hill continues behind the trees. There's also a spring and it feeds down here if anything is left over. A big pipe underneath then transports the water down this gully. I haven't cleared it out yet. Been at it for about 4 days now. It's quite a bit of work. You can see here to the left, covered in the roofing material, there are here 7 really thick floor panels for the building I'm starting tomorrow. These are all the floor panels. You probably spotted my brush cutter under there too. I cleared a little bit here as well, all the way up to behind those bare dead trees. That was all cleared 2 years ago before I left, and it's just done a good job at growing back. Caravan car, not that interesting when it comes to the land. I'll walk along the land here a little bit. This goes down to the big fig tree and the big eucalypts. There's another creek down the bottom there behind those dead trees. These dead trees haven't died of unnatural causes, have died of natural causes, unnatural causes. There are trees that don't belong here. We're required to remove them. So we're in the process of doing that. They'll stay for a while so the birds have somewhere to sit. Once it regrows, we can remove them altogether. So we cleared back. Now we can see some walking towards the southwestern end of the property. Also started clearing downhill here on this end. This behind here barely noticeable because really overgrown is this massive big second fig tree. I'm still needing to clear that. This goes downhill, maybe driveway, maybe just a walkway, maybe just stays like that for now. With a stash of our Besser blocks, the concrete blocks. But what I've done here I didn't get to last time. I want to find the creek. I'm not sure how much the camera picks up. But once we get through that overgrowth, you can peek here into the rainforest and you see there's the creek down here still flowing. Just down here, goes up the hill, mostly when it rains, after it rains for about a week afterwards. But quite nice. All this will be cleared out so you have beautiful jungly rainforest. Looking back from this end, it's actually quite spacious here. But now for the view, I've been hard at work. By the way, these guys here, they just grow like weeds. I find them in between all that other brush material. Now when we look at this, it looks kind of impenetrable. That's what I'm working my way through. The whole property was overgrown like this, and it goes up for meters and meters and meters. I'd say this is about 3 meters worth. And you just have to slash your way through it, bit by bit. So this afternoon I was working here. This is behind the caravan. going up the hill. Now I'm going to take you up here, cleared all that sort of stuff all the way up there. So it's good work, like you feel like you had a decent workout. I'll just slip there for a second. We're climbing up the hill, and after a few meters we reach something like a plateau. This is going to be a nice big plateau behind the caravan, and I actually go a little bit higher. Here's one big camphor laurel tree that eventually will also disappear, has to, but for now we'll leave it. Nice for shade. We have some native trees here on all sides. They just have to grow a bit more. And you can see here's the upper end of the plateau. You cross just green, 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 green. What you can see is kind of like flattening out and not too many trees because I really cleared it last time. Not too much left over from it. But let's come back here. I'll show you the view from this end. Look at that. And the interesting thing is, from our property, even though there is a road up the hill behind me now, we can't see a single other house, no road, no villages, not even any power poles or electricity or telephone poles. So it's beautiful. The caravan is going to go once I build the next piece. It's going to be beautiful here. Hope that gave you a little bit of an idea. Still some building materials. Hope that gave you a little bit of an idea what I'm up to. And I'll give you more updates as we move along. One last view from the caravan over the valley. I'll have to walk around the car. All this brush here at the front will be cleared too, so we have a beautiful view. Last view for you. Nice.